Don't stop.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Everything and Anything and a Bit Gay podcast. This is The Gay Bit. Thanks so much for joining me. If my podcast wasn't gay enough for you throughout the week, every Friday I bring you an episode that is a little bit more than gay. And that's that episode today. So today I want to talk about a topic that I think a lot of us maybe think about from time to time, but things that we all pretend we like, but we really don't. Or maybe you do like it, but I don't. And that's what I'm here to talk about, things I don't really like. So it is summertime, and I'll just tell you one of the things that I really think is so gross. I don't know why I think this is so gross, but it's not gross. Maybe gross is like an overstatement. But I can't stand guys that wear tank tops. I hate tank tops. I don't know why I hate them, but I do. I think that nobody wants to see your underarms and stuff. Like, I like a sleeveless shirt. I just don't like a tank top. And I think a lot of times people wear tank tops and they don't fit well. There's not a good fit for a tank top. Even if you have an amazing body, tank tops a lot of times are very tight. But if you go out and you have like a meal, like a heavy meal that night or whatever, or you have too much, you drink one too many beers, or you just like you don't look good in it. Like, it just like, tank tops are the worst. And I just wish that nobody wore tank tops. My husband used to love tank tops. He'd go to the gym. We'd go to the gym together. He'd be wearing a tank top. It's all sweaty. I just think that tank tops are just nasty. Not nasty. That's extreme. I think they're just gross. I don't like tank tops. I never have. I don't want to see your hairy or unhairy underarms. I don't want to see you sweaty. I don't want to see the balls of deodorant that some of you guys have under your shirt. And I don't know, like, I feel like tank tops also like make you, I don't know, I feel like you have body odor when you wear a tank top sometimes. And body odor is the worst. That's another thing I do not care for, is body odor. I mean, everybody will get it sometimes in the summer, but no thank you. Like, put on deodorant. And let me tell you what happened to me with my deodorant. I was in an airport and I always pack 1,000 fucking toiletries in my carry-on. Unless I'm checking a bag. If I'm checking a bag, then I'll put all my toiletries in my check bag. But this is what happened. I was going somewhere with my husband. I don't remember where we were going. And my deodorant, I used Degree deodorant, and they ended up taking it, the TSA. They never looked through my stuff. This one time, out of everything in there, they took my Degree deodorant. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'll buy deodorant when we get there. I don't remember where we were going because this happened like 2 years ago. But I was in the airport and I went to go get some water at this little store, and I seen that they had deodorant in this little store in the airport. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy a little deodorant here. It's under the 3 ounces or whatever it is. But all they had was secret deodorant. I'm like, all right, strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I'm like, well, I'm kind of a woman sometimes. So I bought it. I have to say that this deodorant smelled so good, and it worked so well. Like, I didn't sweat at all. Not that I really sweat that much anyway, but it was amazing. And now that's all I wear. All I wear is secret deodorant. So that's a little secret I told you. Secret deodorant can be for men, or at least gay men. But I love it. I love secret deodorant, and I don't care. I'll admit it. I'll tell you something else that I don't care for, that a lot of gay people, gay men, or even straight people like, is I don't love Drag Race. I really, really, really want to love Drag Race because I love drag queens. I love drag shows. I just have tried to watch it so many times, and I think the drag queens on there are great. I just can't stand the corny jokes. So I have never got through more than 1 or 2 episodes of a season. I think I see some of the clips of when they're performing on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and I love seeing, I think they're great performers. It's just like RuPaul's always got these stupid jokes, and the judges are always the show's just not for me. I am not a RuPaul Drag Race gay. And my husband's not into it either because he doesn't really care about drag for some reason. I don't know why, but he's just not into drag queens. Like, I show him drag queen videos all the time. He's like, I don't care at that. But you know what he sends me? He sends me cat videos, kitten videos. Look at this cute kitten. Okay, like how many cats can you send me? How many cat videos? Like that is his algorithm, cute cat videos. I agree they're cute. Like people are into dog videos or just pet videos, but I mean, I get like 3 texts a day from my husband with these cat videos because he loves them so much and it's in his algorithm now, so that's all that shows up. He also loves King of the Hill videos because he loves that show, that stupid cartoon, King of the Hill. And he'll send me, he's like, oh, look at this. Oh, no, Family Guy too. Look at this Family Guy clip. They're singing the mod song over and over and over. Isn't this funny? No, not really. I'm an adult. I don't watch cartoons anymore. So no, you're watching. I know it's an adult cartoon, but it's like I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So I don't like Family Guy. I don't like any of those adult cartoons. I feel like this is a complaining episode, but it's not really. It's just telling you things that I like that I don't like at this point. And we'll be right back. Okay, now back to the show. It's also like circuit party season where 4th of July they have a circuit party out in Provincetown, and I guess it's circuit party season all year in the gay community, but I don't like circuit parties either. I think those circuit queens are outdated queens that are still trying to stay young and relevant and stuff, and you see them and they're just like all like drugged out, and I don't know, it's like a whole it's just not my scene. It never was my scene. I went to white party when I lived in Miami, and I went to winter party in Miami, and I went to a couple other little things that were circuit parties, and nope, not for me. So I don't know. I would love to know like what other gays think about circuit parties today, because I feel like it's like old school. Like circuit parties are really old school, and like who's doing that? I can't see the younger generations, the Gen Z or millennials going to circuit parties, but I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. We'll see. I also have like thought about this a lot because I wanted to plan a vacation that me and my husband go on to, that we go together on, or with friends. But there's not only like, so this is our P Town. This is what we do in P Town. We go to P Town. In the morning, we wake up, we sleep in, we maybe go get a coffee at Joe's Coffee. We walk around, do some shopping. Maybe we'll go to like the boat slip and sit by the pool, but I don't want to get sun because I don't want my skin to look like a leather bag when I get older. So I kind of avoid sitting out and getting sun. I think when it's cooler, and I don't like the heat, but I do think that, it's kind of fun sitting there and looking at all the hot guys in Provincetown and their little Speedos. I'm never wearing a Speedo in my life, so ever, because my legs are too skinny. And yeah, my mom put me, this is another, my mom put me in a Speedo when we moved to Florida. Because I remember I was like maybe in 6th grade, and she took us to this water park in Florida, in Miami. What was it called? It was like water slides. Larry and Penny Thompson Park or something. And my mom fucking put me and my brother in Speedos. It was like we were wearing like the bottom of and I was so fucking skinny. I had these skinny toothpick legs, skinny toothpick arms. I had no definition of my body. I mean, I was like a typical 10 or 11-year-old skinny little fucking kid. My mom has me in a Speedo. I mean, God, like we were looking at pictures. I'm just like, what the fuck were you doing? I'm playing in the sand in a Speedo. Oh my God, I can't believe that. That's so fucking embarrassing. And here's the thing. I was friends with somebody so that was in the 6th grade when my mom put me in a Speedo that summer. In high school, I met my friend Jill, and we ended up becoming like best friends. And Jill said, oh my God, I remember seeing you and your brother at Larry and Penny Thompson Park or whatever it's called. And you guys were in Speedos. So this haunted me like years later, 4 or 5 years later, that somebody that I was friends with seen me at 10 years old wearing a fucking Speedo. I could kill my mom for putting me in a Speedo. Like, what the fuck was she thinking? We're not European. We're not Italian kids. And plus, God, I mean, I look at these pictures and it just makes me cringe whenever I see myself in a Speedo as a 10-year-old. I guess my mom just thought it was like, I don't know. She probably seen like all these Europeans that were visiting Miami that we would see at the beach all the time. And like they were wearing Speedos. So she thought, oh, maybe my kids should wear Speedos. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I was wearing a Speedo at 10 years old because of my mom. And so was my brother. I mean, I had to ask my brother about this if he remembers this. He probably doesn't care, but God. Um, but yeah, so I don't like the beach at all anyway. So going back to my story, I was thinking about like where could me and my husband go on vacation where it's not the whole routine. So going back to what we do in P Town, so you wake up, you get Joe's coffee, you go around, you go shopping, maybe you go to the boat slip and you sit in a chair to get a little sun or just to sit there and chit chat for a while. You go have lunch or maybe take a nap. Then you go to tea dance. And then you go out for a drink before dinner. And then you go to dinner like at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then you go to the A house or the Gifford house or whatever house, shipwreck lounge, wherever you end up going, whatever the bar is or the club is of the night, you go there. And then you go to Spiritus Pizza at the end of the night to stand in front because anybody that didn't hook up, that's your last chance. That's the sidewalk sale. If you didn't meet anybody at the things that you did all day in town, the whole fucking town is gay. And if you still didn't meet somebody after going out to all the bars in town, Spiritus Pizza, standing in front of it, is your last stop. Everything is 50% off that time. So if you don't meet anybody there, you're most likely going home alone. But you also have Grinder and Sniffies and Scruff and all this other stuff. I don't understand. Like, I feel like anybody that is gay can get laid in P-Town because you have all the opportunities in the world to meet people. And everywhere you go, everybody's gay. And then there's also the fucking apps. Like, if you can't meet somebody in an app, I mean, you should just turn in your gay card because that means there's something wrong with you. Or I don't know. I mean, I feel gay men are judgy, but I mean, so let's count this. You can meet somebody all day long, whether you're out on the street shopping, whether you're at the boat slips hanging out, whether you're getting afternoon drinks, whether you're at lunch. All you do is see gay men all day long. Then you go to tea dance. There's several hundred, if not 1,000 gay men that are at tea dance. And you can walk around there because we do that. And you meet people and all that stuff. So all that stuff happens. And then you go out to dinner. Maybe there's somebody in the restaurant. And then you go out to bars afterwards. And then you go out to a club or another bar after that. So and then you go to Spiritus. By the time Spiritus comes, if you haven't met anybody, just go home. Go home and masturbate and go to sleep because that means today is not your day, or you need to reevaluate like what you're wearing or what your personality is, or maybe you're just an asshole. Nobody wants to meet you. That's what it could be. But I don't know. I'll evaluate you. I would give you some feedback if you asked me to. If I was your friend, you're like, why can't I get fucked? Why can't I have any sex? And if I was your friend, I would tell you, well, because I don't know, your haircut's bad. You don't know how to dress. I would tell you whatever the issue is. Your personality sucks. But if your personality sucks, you're probably not my friend. And if you're not cute, you're probably not my friend either because I try to only have cute friends. But there are a few that don't make that cut, though, but I'm not going to say their names. Okay, so I was talking about what me and my husband want to do. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. We want to find a place that we could go to where it's not that same old Provincetown routine. We would like to go where it's not just like going out for dinners and drinks and rinse and repeat and doing the same thing the next day for 7 days in a row. We would like to go somewhere where there's more to do. I mean, I love Provincetown. I'm going back one more time at the end of summer. I'm only going for like 3 days though. But we were trying to think of like, what could we do? And we'll be right back. Okay, and now back to the show. What we really want to do is we want to go to like Canyon Ranch, and we want to do that all-inclusive spa resort where you get like massages and pedicures and you do yoga and you do facials and you just get pampered and you have really amazing food and you do hikes and you do all this. Me and Andrew went to this place called Woodlock, and we've been there many times, and we love it because the food there is so good, and all you do is get massages all day or reflexology, you get Reiki. Andrew took a fire making class. Like if you're in the middle of the wilderness, they showed you. We took a hike. I don't know. It's just like I love Woodlock, but it's not as expensive as Canyon Ranch. But Canyon Ranch, I really want to go to. But Canyon Ranch is so expensive per day, per person, because all inclusive, it's like ridiculous. Like I think spending $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000 a day per person is insane. So like we put together this package that we wanted to go to. I think it was going to be like $21,000 or something like that for like 3 or 4 days for the two of us. It was so much. I'm like $21,000. Like we could go somewhere fabulous in Europe and like have an amazing time. But no, we want to go to Canyon Ranch out in the Berkshires. No, thank you. We're not wasting. We don't have that much money to waste. So, but we were just trying to think of like, is there a beach town we could go to? But here's the other thing. Like, I don't like the beach that much. I won't go in the water anymore. I can't believe I used to go in the water as a kid. There's all this shit in the water, meaning like sea snakes and sharks and I don't know, there's barracudas. We used to go out in a boat with my dad, and his friend had a boat, and we'd go out on these sandbars and stuff out in the Keys and going down towards the Bahamas, and it'd be so much fun. But I look back at that, I'm like, how did I even survive that? Because I would jump in, I would have like a gold necklace on. My dad's like, oh, you got to get out of the water. I'm like, why? Because the barracudas see your gold necklace, and it's like shining and attracts them, and they'll basically eat you. Oh, okay, great. I'm going to get eaten because I'm wearing a gold necklace. So I had to get out, give my dad my jewelry. Yeah. So I'm not. And then there were so many shark attacks off the coast of the Cape over the past several years. And you always see these sea snakes. You always hear about these sea snakes, and there's jellyfish that sting you. I'm not into the ocean at all. I actually don't like the sand at the beach either. If I'm going to have to go to water, I'd rather go to a pool that's clean. There's no sand that's going up your ass and between your, like, stuck to your balls and stuff. Like, no, nobody wants all that. I don't anyway. And so I just don't like the beach. My mom could like live on the beach every single day. My mother loves the beach. If she could move back to Florida and live on the beach and take a walk on the beach every day, that would be her life dream. She wouldn't need anybody else. She would just be by herself if she could and just walk around on the beach and pick up shells and just sit on the beach and watch the water. That would be her life. But me, I don't like the beach. Andrew likes the beach. Andrew, my husband, likes the nude beach. So there is a beach called Hallover Beach that we didn't live far from when we lived in Miami. And he would go there like maybe once a week. Him and his friend Steven would go. But I would go there. I never went. Did I go with Andrew? No, but when I was when I was in college, we would go to Hallover Beach sometimes. Like once every 6 months we would go. I never got nude because I'm just like not a nude person. I barely even like to take my shirt off because I feel like my body, it's either I have a little stomach, which is actually almost completely gone now because I've been eating well and exercising, or I'm like so skinny I look like I'm anorexic, or I'm like the complete opposite when I was a big fucking fat ass before I lost all this weight. So I've just never liked my body, and I just think I'm so white. I mean, look at my chest. I'll show you my chest is like, I'm like Powder. Do you know that movie Powder? That's what my chest looks like. I look at that guy Powder from that movie where I'm so white. And I don't take my shirt off at the beach, and Andrew loves the beach and he loves to go nude and he loves the freedom of feeling that way. So him and his friend Steven would go to Hallover Beach. Me and my friend Tony, we used to go when I lived there in college. And you would go there, and I mean, I should have taken my clothes off because the people that go to Hallover Beach, none of them are, it's a lot of older people, men and women. The men, their balls are sagging down to their fucking knees because they're so old. They don't care what they look like. They've done nude beach their whole life because their skin is like a fine leather bag at this point. Like when they die, if we could like de-skin them or take their skin off, you can make a beautiful like Prada bag or something because their skin is so dried out and wrinkled from all the sun because they go every single day because these people grew up in Miami or they moved to Miami, and they lay in the sun nude every single day. And the women, They have like these baloney tits where they're like really like hanging down to their fucking belly button, and they're wrinkled and they're just like shriveled up. And yeah, the nude beach isn't for me either. And Andrew loves it. Andrew loves the freedom. He loves the freedom of just having his dick and balls just flop in the wind, and he can jump in the water, and he loves going out there and just doing it. If he could go to a nude beach every day, he would love it. So my mom could be in one beach where she's just sitting there walking, collecting shells and just looking at the water. And then Andy would be down a mile or two on the other beach where he's nude and flopping his dick around. And me, I'm sitting by the pool with a nice frozen margarita with salt or sugar around the brim, and just sitting there with an umbrella so my skin isn't getting wrinkled and sunburn and stuff, and just let them do what they want to do. But yeah, those are the things that I like and don't like. This was a funny episode because I didn't know I was going to talk about some of this stuff, and it just kind of, sometimes I just start spewing the shit that I like and don't like. But yeah, tank tops are one of the things that we are in tank top season right now. And I was doing a walk over to Somerville to get a manicure pedicure on this trail that I walk on. And all these guys, even though they're hot, they were wearing these tank tops because they were jogging outside in the summer, and they were sweaty and hot. Their tank tops were just soaked. I'm just like, bleh. I'm just like, it's so gross. I'm just not for me. I don't know, just like cover up a little bit. Like, why can't you just wear a regular t-shirt? Why do you got to wear a tank top? Like, it's not that much more cooling. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Plus, like, you got like, all these guys have like tan lines, so they wear a normal shirt mostly. Then they wear their tank tops, and it looks like, you look like a white farmer. Like, cause yeah, I don't know. Then just like, the whole underarm thing, I'm just like not into. I think that's what it is. Like, Andrew just any underarms, I'm just not for me. Some people are into underarms. Some people are into like, I remember we were living in Dallas, and me and my friend Shane and Brian were out, and we met this guy at a bar, and he was really into my friend Shane. And he comes up to Shane. He was just talking to us. He seemed normal. And then he goes, "Hey, he asked Shane, can I ask you something?" Shane's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, did your underarms ever smell?" And Shane's like, he goes, I guess whenever I go to the gym, I guess maybe they do if I'm sweaty or if it's like hot day outside. This is so gross. Like, it makes me want to throw up just saying it. And then the guy goes, "I bet your fucking bush smells too." And Shane's like, I don't know about that. Like, I shower. He's like, "Yeah." And the guy's like, "I can really imagine though that like you get sweaty down there, and I bet you like it's all trapped in your pubic hair." And Shane's like, that's my boyfriend, Brian. So I'm not talking about this with you, but the guy was like so into like smelling underarms and dirty crotch. I'm like, that is so fucking gross to me. I mean, everybody can have whatever kinks that they're into, do what you want. But for me, it made me want to throw up in my mouth because I'm like, you're talking to my friend Shane, who I don't see sexual at all. And then you're talking to him about a fucking smelly crotch or underarms. Gross. I don't know. I think people something happened to some of these people when they were growing up. Like, I wonder what made this guy be into bad smells, body odor. I don't know. Something fucked him up when he was younger. I guess we can't analyze the entire world, can we? Everybody needs a little therapy, but some need more than others. So that's my bit today. Hope this didn't seem too off-putting or you thought I was being too bitchy or just complaining, because I wasn't. I was just kind of saying things that I like and don't like. And yeah, that's the episode you get with me sometimes. I do a little venting once in a while on this show. And I hate tank tops. So if you see me and you're wearing a tank top, don't talk to me. Bye. Happy summer.